slipping left away.
So you were able to leave the pyramid without any issues. Traveling back to society, you find somebody who's able to discern that the location that is marked on that map is, in fact, in the Amazon in South America. With that information in hand, tickets have been purchased and you begin sailing towards South America from Africa. The voyage takes a few weeks, but you do manage to arrive unscathed. You do get the sensation, however, that you are being watched. There isn't anybody that you are able to pick out as being specifically watching you. You just have the feeling that something is keeping an eye on the progress that you are making at this point. But with that in mind, you land in Brazil. From there, you are able to get passage overland, at least to the edge of the Amazon.
To get another packed meal.
Okay.
While we're there.
Is there any additional equipment people would like to buy? Additional ammo?
Yeah, I'll buy some more ammo. I'll buy 100 bullets for each my rifle and my revolver.
Was I able to get my original gun fixed?
You were not able to get your original gun fixed.
Okay.
How much was a packed meal?
I'll just be replenishing my medical supplies.
For a little longer.
Are you going to be purchasing another one?
I guess I could just purchase another one.
Because I can have mine back?
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
I would recommend buying the handgun that he had, because that didn't jam up at all.
It's true.
Good.
And then you don't have to erase anything.
It's also true.
It's money.
How much did that cost?
The handgun?
I don't know.
I could probably,
$5
afford it. I didn't really spend
$30
that much money.
$30 for the handgun.
Oh, we're good.
I bought a first class ticket. Just want to rest.
Is there anything else people wanted to buy? Most of those things are to be had before you set out on your expedition, so there's not any dangers or.
I want to research anything in the Bible about
The 5 blank.
people
Did I
with
give you the 5 blankets?
yes. animal heads. I think I've heard of a few things, probably in
Put
Revelations.
them on packed meal.
Probably in Revelations. I unfortunately am not familiar enough with the source material to make that call.
Okay.
But you can attempt to do some research. The Bible's a relatively long book.
I will also.
Well, I have a few weeks on the ocean.
All right.
Oh, so we went right from there.
Oh, yeah.
To here. Okay,
Or,
so there's
you know,
no
you could
library
ask the
use
archaeologists.
options and stuff.
There aren't. I mean, realistically, you could have taken the time to stop and use a library, but there's not really a lot to be found.
Since we discovered
Where you
this.
were at Point Nar, and going to Brazil, you're going to a relatively large town, but the libraries are still not a lot of material which would prove useful unless there's something special you wanted to
The
find.
trail rations.
Was there anything particular you wanted to look for?
I'm gonna
I guess, I
rebuy
mean,
the
we discovered
rations,
it, so we would be the ones writing the book on the things that we're finding.
I'm actually going to get 14.
I guess the only thing would be the conical
How much were rations?
image of the
$10
mini
a day.
appendage being
Those you will
Only
not
3 pounds?
find
anywhere.
any records anywhere.
Do I have any army buddies? Because I was in the military.
You likely have several of them.
I'm gonna maybe reach out to them and see if they know anything that's kind of happening in the Amazon or anything like that that special forces may be at.
By telegraph?
Yes.
Okay.
Fastest way possible.
Okay. You can send that message, but you will likely have to tell them to send responses to where you're going in Brazil,
I
where
will.
you can attempt to pick them up there.
Well, will the ship at this point in time have that ability or no?
Have a telegraph?
Yeah.
Most ships do. That's how they communicate to each
Yeah.
other.
I'll just give them the ship and
Okay.
just go from there. Just kind of put the word out. Kind of ran into something weird.
No, there's no military operations that are currently undergoing in the Amazon that anyone is aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, the overland trek to the location you're going to from the last habitable city you can get to is going to be probably 3 to 4 days.
I'm gonna have to buy guides again
Um,
because nobody
How
knows
much?
this area.
There are not
What are the barrels of water?
any guides that you will find going into that.
Really?
Into that. It is
20?
right into the heart of the
50.
Amazon, where not a lot of people who come out of the Amazon go. There are some natives who live in the area that you might run into that you could potentially ask, but most people tend to stay out of the Amazon because of the various animals that live there. It's not safe.
I will purchase another pack mule and refill it because of how many we lost in the first expedition.
Okay.
We don't have guides
We
this
technically
time.
only lost one.
Well, yeah, technically. That other one's probably healed. I mean, can we take
Yeah,
them along with
it's-
us?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
that one was mine, so
Yeah,
I
that's
just
fine.
booked its travel.
It's like 300. I actually have
What's
the-
kind of what is like going to be the big difference between going from the Congo to the Amazon?
The animals are different,
The-
but they can still kill you.
The Congo, you're dealing with more of just a typical jungle. It's not humid or rainy. It was hot and dry. The Amazon is going to be more damp as it is an actual rainforest. There's a lot more foliage to go through. There's going to be less traveled roads and paths. There's not a lot of large prey animals. Also means there's not a lot of large predators either.
How much is like a machete and a whetstone?
Machete and a whetstone,
Machete was like $5.
2 1/4.
Yeah. All right. So we're going into a place with no guides,
I'm
a map.
rebuying my food and water.
Okay.
Other stuff.
Did you contact your school or whoever your foundation is to tell them what's going on, or?
I don't have. I pretty much work alone. I just get financiers and grants
Do I
to
have
fund
right?
expeditions.
But you're keeping a journal, right?
I'm very, very meticulously keeping a journal.
I'll purchase a camera.
Hmm?
I'll purchase a camera.
Okay.
How much would it
A camel?
Camera.
Oh, camera. Okay.
Told you no camels.
How are you feeling, Derek?
be?
Good. Thanks again, Doc. I owe you one.
Okay.
1650 and
Next time
50
they'll
cents
definitely
per.
know.
You don't owe me anything.
Okay.
Four.
Just
No, I owe you one.
No, because now you get the get out of Rhino free card.
I just moved myself.
Or you can go create in the murderous raid. We'll have to.
What are you talking about?
Would be able to best use this camera.
Nobody has photography.
Okay. Well,
I
Point
mean, you
shoot.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
It's
actually
point
it's probably
shoot.
way different for that. Whatever whatever they were
The,
doing
the,
back
the
then.
photography skill is mainly for developing film.
Okay.
So you can take pictures. It's okay.
okay. If
Alright.
everyone would like a camera, I can buy a
No.
camera.
No, it's not.
Nope. Okay.
Got too much
One
stuff
for
to
you
carry.
is fine.
You gonna get a camera?
Is this it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the box camera.
Yep.
That's about. Yeah. There's one that folds. Yeah. I'm gonna continue to talk to everybody here. I know my persuade isn't gonna do it, but I definitely think that once we get to this thing, we just need to just mark it, say it's a thing, and then get the hell out of here.
That's dope.
I knew a guy once that said God hates a coward. So
Wonder
God's
who
not
that
a big
was.
fan
yeah.
of.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
died, but
But he came back a coward.
he came back a coward. Yeah.
Well, there is also another saying: curiosity killed the cat, and me at one point in time.
Well, should we
That
listen
sounds
to
like a
cats
pagan
or
saying.
should we listen to cats or the good book?
I just tread lightly.
We're all, I would think, very well aware of the dangers, or we wouldn't be in our current professions.
All right.
Is there any more real-time shopping that needs to happen?
No, please God, no.
Okay. Then we can continue on.
We have to find a guide.
Well, we'll get there.
There are no guys.
A map.
We
of
have
the
to
area.
find
A map of the
village.
area is a thing that you can get.
All right,
Okay.
I'll
A lot of
pursue
the
that.
Amazon is like there's a section where you're going to be going that's a lot of guesswork. People have gone in there and said, "Yep, there's definitely a river here," but have not in any way really marked it.
I mean, it's the best we're going to get. At least get an idea.
Yes. So you begin your overland trekking into the Amazon. After the first day of travel, Nothing untoward happens. But if everybody can give me a spot hidden roll.
No, now you fail.
Now I'm an expert.
Ah,
Oh, made it by 1.
I got a 34.
I rolled a 100.
You're blind.
You made it by 1.
Chris is walking
Made
in
it
a
by
tree.
You notice that you see a fair amount of snakes. More than you would assume you would find in the Amazon. Having not been here before, it's difficult to make that decision. You made it by
34.
the snakes aren't following you, but they are definitely watching your group.
You gonna tell us that?
Yeah. I'm like, you guys notice these snakes are like looking at us?
What?
Like in
There's a lot of snake. Careful.
This
You
whole
drive
time,
killed a lot of snakes.
ever since we
around.
left the Congo, I felt like I'd been watched.
By
And now,
snakes?
Well, not by snakes.
I mean, I got the
but
same
just,
feeling, but
But now, like,
snakes?
these snakes
Hate
are very
snakes.
clearly. All of them are watching us.
I mean, normally I'd think you're crazy, but
Yeah.
I did
I think
see
we're
a
past
man. Yeah, I guess I did see a man with a snake head. So
Those people who failed originally, if you would like to make additional spot hidden rolls,
Yes, finally.
as well as you two can make an
no,
additional
I
roll.
got 99.
I did.
I made it by 9.
I see trees.
I made it by
Ooh.
30.
Too many.
Failed it by a lot.
You notice the exact same thing. After mentioning something to them, they do seem to be paying more attention to Victor than anyone else in the group.
Tell it to me.
Yeah. They seem to be focusing on you.
Yeah.
Have you heard any more of those?
I don't see anything, so I think you guys are fucking with
You
me.
guys find any more?
No.
Have you found any more crowns that talk to you?
No.
All right.
Thought we talked about not talking about that.
I'm gonna take a
Look,
torch.
I mean,
and
are we
is
just
there
gonna
like a
pretend none of
pile
that
of them?
happened?
No, they're just almost.
Is it like a Disney cartoon?
You'll see
kinda
a
thing?
snake that comes out and then just kind of slithers back in, and then you'll see one hanging down from a tree that's just kind of eyeing you.
Just look.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Keep your
Like
distance.
it's not like it's not like they're following you or anything. There just always seems to be at least one snake watching you from somewhere.
Well, whatever. I don't get your guys' joke, but
It's not a joke,
not a
Victor.
joke.
there's not. I
not
just
seeing
looked.
anything.
There's no. I can't see any snakes. I rolled a 99. I can't even see the snakes.
I'm gonna grab him and shove him into a snake and see
No.
what
Yeah,
Whoa.
please.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Are you?
Possibly. I don't
Are
know.
you joking?
I don't know. I may have come back wrong. I may have come back wrong.
Well, you were eaten, so.
They make
By
no
many
hostile,
things.
They make no hostile moves towards you or your group, but they are there. At the end of your first day's travel, you're setting up camp. Is there anything specific that you are doing? Are you setting a watch?
Yes.
Yes.
I will go first watch. And I'm also setting up traps again. And I'm also going to set up basically a little bit of a fire.
Okay.
So if
We should
snakes
have,
or
we should have
something.
torches at the ready,
Yeah.
just in case.
I just want to make sure. You have that venom stuff that you bought last time, right?
Yeah, for snakes in the Congo.
Oh shit. Well, we'll see what happens.
Most of the snakes. Give me biology rolls.
I have biology.
Hey, I might be good at this.
Nope.
You were a biologist. I would hope so.
19. Hell yeah.
I missed it by 2, and I had a 1% chance.
Most of the snakes
What do
in
you
the
have biology
Amazon are
That's a-
actually
you rolled a
constrictors.
0.
They are not
Yeah,
venomous.
I rolled 0 3.
So
It's
It's a
That's
zero,
at least
it's
one
a
good
not
thing?
one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I almost did it.
So we shouldn't really have to worry about venomous snakes in this part of the world too much.
Okay.
Most of them are constrictors. The problem is
Okay.
them sneaking down in the night and wrapping you up.
You know, because that makes me feel better.
Just be intense.
Or what? So is
it would be intense.
At this point, I am going to always be wearing that ring.
I want to flip the table.
Okay.
Now that I don't see it as a burden or as the last thing of a crazy person, and I
Okay.
believe him a bit more.
So put it
So
on.
I'll always be wearing it.
You notice that when you get
Oh my god, it's probably too small for these.
Oh,
You're an idiot.
oh yeah. Your
Pinky
giant
ring.
hands.
Pinky ring.
you do notice when you get closer to a fire,
money?
it seems to almost warm up.
Because it's near the fire.
Fire hot.
Fire hot.
Okay, don't
But like
say.
warmer than it.
Warmer
should
than it
be.
ought to be, yes.
I mean, I'll just. That's interesting, but at this point, I don't know. Like, a lot of weird things have been happening lately, so this probably wouldn't be something more of notice than the other things, like the snake-headed manimal man that I.
Okay.
Obviously, it's an item. That
I mean, I'll
has
just keep
some-
looking. I'll always be looking at it now, or I'll be looking at it more often than I used
Alright.
to.
What?
You refer to it as precious one fucking time. I am blowing your brains out.
Why would that matter, Joe?
Yeah.
Has that even been written yet?
No.
No.
That was
Fine.
written after World War II,
Yeah.
which hasn't happened yet.
As far as I see, it's nothing but prosperity and good times for the forever and ever, right?
Yeah. What could possibly
Nothing
go
will-
wrong
nothing
in the
will
next
bring-
15
Nothing
years?
will bring this economy down.
That's right.
Look how well Germany's thriving.
With depression, it's impossible.
So what's with the ring?
Oh, this is this is from Dad. This is something that he was. What was this given to me? I forget.
It was among your father's possessions. It
Is,
was one of the
yeah.
things that he'd been obsessing
It caught my
over.
eye, but I just kept it with me in memory. But everything we've been seeing lately, I've just been more interested in it, I guess, or at least I'm willing to wear it. Because maybe it wasn't as crazy as I thought. The snake's still looking at me.
I don't know. You haven't seen any snakes. It's weird. You can try and make a spot hidden roll for once,
It's not gonna happen.
or you could just accept the fact that
No wait.
Oh.
10.
you do see some snakes. How much did you make it by?
15.
Yeah, you see some snakes, but they don't look like they're paying attention to you particularly. No.
Cool. Awesome. But yeah, no, I was just I'm just more interested in it because he was interested in it, and it's one of the last things I have of him. So it's one of the things he was kind of. It's fine. It's just it's just an heirloom.
No, I was just curious. I think it's good you have that. It's almost like he's with us.
Yeah,
A piece of him.
maybe I'll get to talk to him again.
What?
What?
All right.
What?
An interesting bit of topic before you go to bed for the night, but you do taking your watches as you had set them. Nothing out of the ordinary happens during the night. You're able to sleep soundly. The next morning dawns, and you may continue on your way.
Okay.
You pack up your camp and you begin traveling. The second day, again, goes uneventful. It does start to get dark, but you have not yet reached a clearing with enough space to set up camp for the night. You can try and make do on the path, or you can attempt to push on at least a little ways.
I think if we stay on the path, that actually might be a good thing. Because there might be other people, but I don't know. I don't know anything about the Amazon at all. So,
I mean, the path is a term that I'm using loosely. There is definitely not enough room to put up tents
Okay.
where you're at currently.
So let's
Now turn the lanterns on.
yeah.
keep push on till we find something suitable.
You know what we didn't buy? More gas.
It's true.
Shit.
Oh well. What's the worst that could happen?
Ah.
I'm sure there's nothing that could possibly go wrong. You continue down your path. Can you give me a spot hidden roll?
God damn it!
I made one.
Nope.
Ah,
If I
Nope.
tripled it,
Nope.
is that not for anything?
I got it by 24.
Jesus.
Okay. You're not in the front of the group, but you are
No, I'm in
close
the
enough
back.
to see that there is something in the road up ahead. Your light is shining, but it seems to be almost absorbing the light.
The object in the road?
Yes.
I'll have everyone stop. There's something up ahead.
Mm.
And it seems to be pulling the light into it or preventing the area from being lit.
Is that a thing that I know of?
Well, first you can make spot hidden rolls again.
Yes!
Nope. I don't see shit.
Made it by 23.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do see the shapeless mass that he appears to be talking about. You do recognize it. You do not need to roll. It is a thing that you are familiar with. This is a much more grown-up version of one of those things. But it appears to have sat itself in the middle of the path. As the light shines on it, it's not so much absorbing as you realize that it is it looks almost like a tree, but black and ropey. Seems to be almost slimy. There's a bit of a sheen to it, which is what gave you the illusion that it was absorbing light. You notice that parts of it move independently of the rest of it, as if it was made of some form of massive black tentacles.
We should probably move
What
away
do
from
we
this thing.
do?
I will approach it.
Derek, jump in front of it.
What?
I might have to.
As you approach it, you see it begin to stand up on two ropey, tentacled, thick black legs ending in hooves. It stands 30 feet tall. Various black tentacles writhe out of its mass as you approach.
You've gotten bigger.
What is she doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull my gun out.
Do we all see this?
Yeah,
Do we all see it? in
Yeah,
this form?
the rifle is at the ready, and
I
I'm gonna
feel my
jump on
do you have a
Brit
torch
here any
with you?
second.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, I will need everybody, except for Joyce, to make sanity rolls.
Oh. You son of a bitch! 97.
Got a 5.
50.
How you doing?
9. I
you want
just
to roll
missed
under
it.
your current sanity.
I just missed you. Are you wearing the ring?
No, I'm higher.
All right. For those who rolled under their current sanity, you will lose 1 point of sanity. For those who are above, I will let you roll your own d10 to determine how much sanity you will lose from
Hell
this
yeah.
experience.
7!
Oh, wonderful.
9. I'm
That's
doing
enough
great.
for Joe to go nuts.
5.
Did you go nuts again?
Did we
No,
get
I rolled
any of our
a-
sanity back
I
from
rolled
the
a
last
5 on
time or
my
no?
sanity,
You
so
don't get sanity back like that. Jim.
Okay, alright then.
I believe.
Did anybody lose 5 or more points as a result of this?
I lost 5.
Okay,
All 3 of them.
sounds good. I'll tell you what. Roll me
Alright, part of the club.
roll me a d10.
This
Everybody
row.
who lost 5 or more sanity.
D10.
1d10.
4.
Oh.
10.
1. You either faint or go into a screaming fit. I'll let you decide. What did you get? What did you get, Joe?
I got the
4.
papers.
Babbling, incoherent, rapid speech.
So no difference.
Oh, fuck you!
He is, in fact, speaking in tongues. What did you get?
10.
10.
Directed original
You have
track.
gone into a stupor, assuming a fetal position or catatonia.
Oh, those are pretty mild. No one's trying to
Anybody.
Yeah, I'm like-
Anybody or
I'm
kill
okay with
anybody.
fainting. Well, if I'm screaming, do I still have control?
But that was
Or am I
about-
also completely.
screaming
you're,
fit. so
you're
you-
essentially useless.
Oh,
So you will be out for 9 rounds. Joe, you are babbling for 9 rounds.
Oof.
And you are catatonic for 12 rounds.
Good night, everybody.
good job. You guys,
This side of
you
the
guys can
table is
handle
just
it.
gonna get out of here.
You know they don't
Saved by
talk.
mule.
They never have. But it does turn towards you a little bit, and you notice there is a burned patch on one of its legs.
Oh no.
What the hell is that thing?
It's one of the creatures I used to care for.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna shoot the damn thing.
Don't shoot it. You don't want to anger its mother.
But what?
What?
Don't anger her mother. Its mother. She will
You mean
bad things.
that's a child?
Yes. It's just a baby.
Help. Okay, we have bigger issues over there.
I'm gonna try and calm him down.
Okay.
He's unconscious. You're fine. We'll worry about.
Is there anything I can do for him, or is he?
He is like
Slap
you
him.
you can slap him all you want. It's not going to make a difference. He's
Damn.
just going to keep babbling. Realistically, 9 rounds is going to be about between a minute and a half and 2 minutes.
Okay.
I
Okay,
will
okay.
look at the burned spot,
Hmm.
see if I can do any first aid.
You may make a first aid roll.
I'm going to do that thing. Oh, I made it by 24.
Okay. You can bandage it up, and it winces a little bit, but otherwise remains fairly docile for you. Nobody else has approached it, correct?
I'm behind her, but not close.
Okay. How far back are you?
I would say probably a good 20 feet.
Okay. That's fair.
I will ask the creature, don't harm them. I will try to keep them from harming you while you recover here.
Hmm. Okay. It makes no response, but they never have.
What do they eat? Normal food.
Anything they can kill.
Passed out people.
Yeah.
I'll give it some trail rations.
It wants nothing to do with those things. It is still blocking the path.
Look, there's some nice snakes over there. Do you want to move further down the path with us?
When you point out the snakes, it swats down with one of its tentacles, making a thunderous crash. And you see its tentacle extends out about 10 to 15 feet and just crushes any of the snakes that were there. There's roughly about 2 or 3 that you see forms for that have been splattered across.
What the fuck is happening?
Just-
What's going
just-
on? He's making more sense than the situation.
Just let her do whatever the hell it is we're doing.
Can we spare
I don't want to fight
anyone's
something bigger.
pack mule?
What? I don't know.
What now? Now I'm gonna.
I have a pack mule and I can't object.
But it is also carrying our gear.
How much does that gear weigh?
It was just all the extra food and anything that was more than I can carry in my backpack. So like the food and water and all the heavy stuff.
How much water?
All of the gallons, all 50 gallons or whatever. that is.
20.
I
Or
have
20.
I have 2 of those. If we can spare yours.
Wait,
You can do whatever you want with that pack mule.
What are you
He
doing?
can't object, but we can.
Yeah, this side of the table cannot stop you from doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll
don't
just
need to
tell you
ask
what it
them nothing.
has, but I won't.
We might need to feed this a pack mule to get it to move.
Can't we just go around it?
What
Oh no.
is it?
It's a child. What is it actually?
The official name for this thing is one of the dark young of our bush.
We need to avoid this thing.
Well, it's not going to just leave.
We can go around it.
Would it
I am
follow
the
us?
only one that it will not harm.
So if you feed it, it will leave?
In theory.
This is a great plan. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Can we rearrange gear
I think we can.
to feed
If
it
we
a pack mule?
absolutely have to, yes. He's not gonna know.
I'm not going to help keep whatever the hell that thing is alive. I'm going to tend to these guys and make sure they don't swallow their own tongues and shit themselves.
Well, we're
Too
past
late.
that.
Will you assist me in moving gear around?
Yes, let's just do this and hopefully not die.
We're gonna have to kill the mule. We'll not kill it because, yeah. If
That's
we try to
okay.
steer it towards that, it's gonna freak out.
No kidding. Alright, so I will help her move some gear and lead this poor creature to its demise.
Okay.
We can use one
So
of
you are both leading this. thing
I
towards
hope you
it?
remove the gear.
Okay.
I
And
think
then
it
I'll
might
move
just
it.
be more wise for her to deal with the dark thing.
Just wanted to make sure what was going on.
If someone else can take some of this stuff, I can give it one of mine. That
Well, he said his mule doesn't have hardly anything.
does it have less than 100 pounds?
Whatever the food and stuff weighed up to.
I
Everything
think you
else
can
I have in my
split. You can
backpack
probably
for the most
split
part.
that between both his and mine.
Okay.
Because the steps
It's
are so
probably also
large,
has
you
my
do know
tent.
that it is taking steps towards the group since you've moved back to it.
It also probably has my crate of spare clothing, my expedition stuff, and probably my tent. Stuff that I wouldn't be able to just carry. But most of the stuff I have is just survival gear that's in my backpack.
I'll go back to the thing real quick and say, just wait a second. I'm getting you a snack. Stay. Please stay here. Stay. I'll go back and keep moving.
The second you move back, it starts moving forward again.
Can you move the stuff and I'll keep it back here away from you guys?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Thinks
You
it's your
get
mother.
all of the gear off of whatever mule you've decided on. I don't honestly care which one it is.
It's. She said it's one of hers. So.
Okay, so you have all the gear off. She is essentially keeping this thing back. Are you driving the mule towards her?
Because pulling a mule is not easy.
If you can shoot it in the head and kind of move everyone back, I'll bring it over to the dead one.
Get an old yeller it.
Feeling very compromised at the moment.
Look at the rabbits, pack mule.
Tell me about the rabbits.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Gotta hold my hand during this thing.
All right. So I will. Do you want me to shoot the mule, or it'd probably be better if I just like slit its throat?
Yeah.
Yeah, and let it kick around and shit and go crazy.
Because if I miss with the gun, it's not going to do.
How are you
going
gonna miss? You just point it and right in its face.
You're a doctor. You do it
Why would I do it?
because you know
I don't
where
want to
things
feed
are
this
on a
thing.
head.
I'm keeping these guys from killing themselves.
Instead
what's
of
feigning?
mansplaining it to me, why don't you just fucking do it?
By
I'm gonna
this
walk up,
point, your
point blank,
temporary
gun to his
insanity,
head, pull the
has
trigger.
abated.
Oh my god. Fine, I'll do it. I'll shoot the donkey.
He immediately gets up. I'll kill whatever.
Well, wait a
I
minute.
will
Would I?
feel around for my ring and then
Probably
remember that
not.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
it.
So you come back too, and this thing is still there and slightly closer, but somehow
faint
Brittany
again?
is keeping the thing away. No, you do not faint
Okay.
again.
You have 20 torches,
Same with you. You're done babbling. Your
Okay.
mouth is incredibly
the-
dry,
blankets, and
Yeah,
campfire
it's right.
skin.
and you realize that the entire time you've been staring, it's gotten closer, but it
Keep an eye on
he's
him.
keeping it away.
I'm gonna walk up, put the gun to the
What the hell's
pack mule's
happening?
head, pull the trigger.
Okay, he just shot you.
Jesus!
Or one,
I
of-
No, it was
one
one
of
of
Brittany's.
Brittany's.
Whoa!
Cheese and crackers.
Oh!
All right.
Just
I'll
murdered
kind
an
of half
innocent
turn
living
around.
thing?
Everyone go 50 feet away.
Yeah, no problem.
Back down the trail.
When you turn around, it begins moving towards the group again.
I turn back around. Stay. Stay. Wait.
I will look towards anyone else.
I'm gonna go to
I
the
got
pack mules,
nothing.
make sure they're not going crazy.
I still have my
gunshot
rifle.
still
shot
am. I
them,
feel like I
made
am
them a little
crazy.
I'll
skittish.
try to calm them down.
Yeah, everybody take a mule and let's go.
Yeah, I'll go help with that.
Yeah, I'll take a mule and we'll get him out of here.
So you pull all the pack mules back. How far back are you going?
She said 50 feet.
50 feet.
Or
I'm
more.
gonna
Or
go
more.
200 feet.
Cindy.
Just yell when you're out of range.
I'll drag him if he's not conscious.
I will
I'll go with it.
not say anything, and then if someone moves me, I'll just move
I'll help
wherever
move
they're-
you and
like,
the mule.
I'll fill them
You're
in.
fine now.
I'll fill them in. Hey, so while you guys
How
were
fine am I?
unconscious, you were speaking in tongues for about 2 minutes straight.
Really?
So I believe
Once
you.
everybody is moved back, you can allow this thing to come up. It will grab the mule with one of its tentacles, place it near the top of the mast where the tentacles are protruding from, and you hear some horrible crunching sounds. Yeah. At which point, then it moves off of the path and begins wandering into the woods.
We
Behave
really
yourself.
need to go home.
What the fuck is happening?
Well, this has been fun.
All right, quickly, continue on.
And with that, the path is cleared.